Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi. Today we're going to be talking about My Little Scythe. It's published by Stonemaier games. It plays 1 to 6 players, 2 to 6 players competitively. Like most Stonemaier games, it has an automa feature for a single player. And it plays 45 minutes, really anywhere from about half an hour to an hour. And this game is meant to be a family-friendly adaptation of Scythe. It was designed by Hobby Chow and his daughter Vienna, initially as a My Little Pony adaptation for Scythe, and then became an official publication from Stonemaier Games. And much like the original Scythe, in a much scaled-down version, you are moving your pieces across a hexagonal board, trying to claim territories, claim resources, and be the first player to accomplish a certain number of goals, 4 in this case, in order to win the game. So things I like about this game: if you were looking for a cute and simplified and kid and family friendly version of Scythe, you have found it. It is very much a simplified version of the rules. It's got great, colorful, appealing artwork and miniatures, including a guide on how to paint the miniatures. And it has a fantastic insert from Game Trades that it can organize it really well. It also plays really fast, and particularly since this is going to be targeted towards a younger demographic, it goes through the game pretty fast. It says 45 minutes, but you can probably easily get a game in about half an hour once everyone knows what they're doing. And unlike a lot of area control and war type games, this one does not necessarily become more confrontational the more players you have. And in fact, there's a mechanic: the more players you have on the board, the more you have an ability to increase yourself on the friendship track, which is kind of like the popularity track of Scythe, and can actually bring you some benefits. A few things to consider about this game: it may move a little too fast for some players, especially more seasoned gamers might say, wow, that ended quickly, I didn't get very far. Also remember, this game is not Scythe. Yes, it is an adaptation of Scythe, and you'll compare and think, oh, magic spells are like combat cards, and pie fights are like combat, and the power-ups are like the factory cards, but it is not Scythe. So if you're coming in looking for something that is that similar to it, you got to be very careful about it, because this does not have a whole lot of conflict in engine building. And it does actually, instead of engine building, the resources come on the board in using dice, and that can be pretty luck-based, because you'll roll the dice and it may not have helped you, and for other people it might help them a lot. Side note about the dice, also, they're not terribly colorblind friendly, so watch out. So, cute, fun, family-friendly adaptation of Scythe, great miniature and components. It is fast with a little bit of luck. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.